Glory be to God, Mighty God Ministries, episode 89. And we are at Mill Creek Park again, and we are in the beautiful, I was taking a walk, and I normally was gonna make the video up there, but I went through the same way. And if you remember yesterday, there was a stream running, the water, the way it was running. Right now, because the water obviously didn't pour like it did, that stream's gone. But you know what I noticed? I was walking on this path, and again, this is a representation of what? You know, when I go to the park and I do this, it reminds me of walking with Jesus, right? Because we are all on a path with Jesus if you're saved. And that is part of the world's trials and tribulations, is to walk your path with Jesus and to lean into him. When you have problems and worries, you need to lean into him. But I wanted to show this. This is a perfect example of the path. Yesterday we saw it was raining, the rain was coming down. But today it's beautiful because it's a little bit muddy out. But here's the thing. You know, God can make things just look beautiful. So if you look around at the leaves have these little droplets of water on them. And you know what? I don't know where the flowers are, but whether it's the trees or some type of flowers, there's these little white dots, and they are all over the place. And they came from a tree or a flower or something, but they're on the path. And I'm gonna move out of the way so you can see them. If you look right here, I'm sure you could see them on the ground. Hopefully you can. You know, they're all over. And then if you look, they're actually all on the leaves too. So if you go, I know I don't have a steady cam for this, so I know you're gonna get the blurred vision, but just to give you an example, if you could see right there, those are those same leaves. And again, it's just beautiful. But it reminded me, and I said, you know what, I wasn't gonna make a video here, but I saw those and I go, this is the Holy Spirit, again, I glorify God. I don't come up with these ideas, okay? I would have never come up with these type of ideas. They're too good. They're too good to be my ideas. They're the Holy Spirit's ideas, and they're God's ideas. That's how I'm getting them. But again, it's just a beautiful thing. And when I saw them, I said, I need to make a beautiful video about this, because this is just something that's nice. And then the Holy Spirit just gave me the idea to say it's like walking the path. It's like walking with Jesus Christ throughout your journey in the world. And again, it's a temporary journey. This is temporary. This is the trials and tribulations that we're going to go through, okay? And then when we get up to heaven, again, we talked about this. When we get up to heaven, all the problems are gone. So we have to make it through this world just like Jesus did, who's our example, who we're supposed to follow. You know, and it's hard. Each day is hard. I met some people today, they're going through trials and struggles, just like me and everyone else in the world. But we have to remember, we are not alone. Why? Because we have Jesus with us to get us through. We have the Holy Spirit inside of us, you know? If you're not saved, then you don't have that. You know, you're going on your own. And it's let me tell you this, the world is hard enough if you're a believer and you're saved, let alone if you are not. You're in trouble. You are in trouble. So you need to get saved right away, because even if you're saved and you believe in Jesus and all that, the world's still hard. It's not easy. We go through trials and tribulations. So if you're not, you need to get saved. It's just another reason to get saved. So again, if you're not, that's okay. If you don't even know what that means, that's okay. Click the more button, read what it says. It's salvation prayer. That's essentially going to ask God, you know, that basically you're going to bring Jesus into your heart, and it's going to wash away the sins. If you don't know what sins are, those are the good and bad things you've done throughout life. And we all know good and bad, right? We all know what they are. So we can use the filter of God to know what's good, that glorifies God, what's bad. Okay, but if you're not, what happens when you read that salvation prayer, it wipes the slate clean. Everything you've done in the past is forgiven, forgotten. You might remember the stuff, but God wiped it away. He throws it into the sea of forgetfulness. And this is so important. The other thing I'm going to say, which I haven't normally done in these, but I'm going to say that there's a website called Moments with the Book. It's mwtb.org. Go to that website. They have some resources where you can figure out, like, if you're not sure about being saved, or if you don't know what to do, there's some resources that you can click on the link and it'll say, am I good or bad? Am I going to heaven? Am I not? You know, click on those links. They're great resources. So we'll see you in the next one. God bless you and have a good day.